Hello again. So, today we're going to be learning about interior and exterior angle theorems. Okay, let's go on. So, what are interior and exterior angles? So, interior angles are what they just sound like. Interior. They're the angles that are inside. Okay? They're interior. It's literally in the name. And exterior, same thing. The angles that are outside of this parallel line and then the line going through them. That's called transversal. Okay, first theorem. Corresponding angle theorem. So, what this means is if the angles are across, that means if they're like this to each other, like this, then they are congruent. What that's saying is if they are flipped over this or that, they are going to be congruent. If they're flipped over. But this only applies if they're on the same side and one is exterior and one is interior. So that would imply 4 and 8. This is congruent to this. This also works for 1 and 5. Because in the transversal, you can tell that when this line cuts it, it cuts these at the same angle. This works the same for 2 and 6 and 3 and 7. Next, the alternate angle theorem. This works as if they're on different sides and they're both of them are either exterior or interior. If that's true, they're congruent. So that implies that they have to be across this transversal line. They have to be, one has to be here and one has to be on the other side of that yellow line. So that would mean 1 and 8, because both of them are either exterior or interior. These are both exterior, and they're on different sides. We see this as in the top, we can see that 8 is congruent to 5, and 5 is congruent to 1. So 8 is also congruent to 1. So it still works as 7 being congruent to 6, and 6 be congruent to 2. So 2 and 8 match. So that's the general idea of it. But they were always going to be either both interior or both exterior. You can't have a mix and match like the corresponding angle. Time for alternate exterior and interior angles. This is two of them are combined into one. So in this, if both alternate angles are either exterior or interior and are facing in opposite directions, they are congruent. So if both alternate angles, that means if they're on either side of the transversal and either of them are interior or exterior and are facing away from each other. So that's saying as this or this would be the same, and that this and this would be the same. And that goes for this and this, and this and this. It's like a simplified version of the alternate angle theorem, just separated. Now if we turn to the next page, because I couldn't fit all of them into one because there's just too many of them to fit into one page. Algebra kid, you will figure this out. Same side angle theorem, just like the alternate, but they have to be either both interior or both exterior angles on the same side. But this time they're not congruent. They'll be supplementary or always equal to 180. So that means like this pair or this pair. Or, oh wait, no. Yeah, this pair and this pair. I colored 2 and 7 in an accident. But that pair, or like 7 and 8's pair. And 1 and 2's pair. I colored them pink on accident. Because they make a straight angle. This is straight and this is just cutting them, and these two will equal to that. Same for this. And thus this plus this is the same as this plus this. So they're all equal to 180. And on the bottom is just that, but split up, which is just saying that this and this are the same, this and this are the same, and same for the top. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.